A lot of shit just went down. I don't know if any of it was good. We killed an Archdemon.
Over.
So it looks like we finished.
With the Archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most
You damn right it
fled
did.
back into the deep roads. They would remain a
Nice try
threat
there,
in the years
Alistair.
to come. But the blight had been ended before it had truly begun.
Ah, sick. But Alistair and Honor get coronated? Okay, not bad, not bad. I think the better question is, are we still
Ferelden
alive?
had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its new king and queen.
Aw, look, see, Alistair, you're not gonna suck.
The Grey Wardens
You gotta-
stood redeemed,
Yeah.
and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
Yeah, tell me how bad I fucked up, please. Last 200 parts, how bad did I fuck up? Because I swear to God, if I fucked up that bad, we're still alive.
Gathered to celebrate those
Hey.
responsible for our victory.
Is that Dog?
Of those
What the
who
fuck is
stood
Dog doing
against the
here?
Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation.
Dog was never in my group. What?
The
How
one
the
who
fuck did
led
he
the
get
final
here?
charge against the Archdemon
Shut up, phone, please.
remains with us still. An
Damn right we
inspiration
did.
to all he saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the hero of Ferelden, the first Grey Warden to defeat the Blight since Gadahel 4 centuries ago.
Shit, really? Wow. Sten does not look happy. He's just like, I guess that's okay.
It's hard to imagine how you could have aided Ferelden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. Is there any boon that you might request of Ferelden's king? If it is within my power, I will grant it.
Ooh. Okay, I only wish to continue to serve your crown, a title and riches. I go to see my people treated fairly. I could probably do that. That'd be cool. I think I want to go with the people treated fairly. Or the sacrifice of the warden shall be forgotten again. Let's go with the elves.
Idea. What would you say to becoming the new ban of the alienage? A voice for
Oh.
the elves in the Landsmeet.
Ooh, Shiani could be that part. Let's go with
We
Shiani.
shall have to track her down and give her the news. The alienage will hereby have its own ruler and its own laws. Hopefully, this is only the beginning. Let it
Yeah,
also be known
sick.
that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Al How, is now granted
What?
to the Grey Wardens.
We get our
There
own
they can
land?
rebuild, following the example
Oh,
of
okay.
those who went before them.
Never
What
mind.
are your plans? Will you remain with the Grey Wardens?
I think I will travel, at least for the time.
I don't suppose the Grey Wardens are really in a position to stop you, are they? Then let me say, I hope your travels bring you back this way soon.
Because that was my plan with Liliana, right? We wanted to go travel.
There's a group of Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest
Oh.
you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you're ready.
Okay. I guess now I gotta talk to everyone after the fight? Yeah, looks like it. A dark promise. Yeah, we did take the ritual with Liliana, or not Liliana, but Morgan. Hopefully that doesn't fuck us over. Let's talk to everyone.
Allow
Start
me
with
to
Nora.
offer you my personal congratulations, Warden. I must admit that while I did not share my father's pessimism regarding the Grey Wardens, I had my doubts that such a small number of you could be victorious. Yet here you are.
I was worried that too. Damn right. Damn
Normally, I
right.
would call that bravado, but it seems your confidence is deserved. Tell me something. Is Alistair always like that? But will he
He's
be
a good man.
king? I fear my initial suspicions are proving correct. He already avoids anything resembling a decision. Oh well. His heart is in the right place. In that he reminds me of Kaelin, which is no failing. Now I see Archdemon gesturing to me. There is more work to be done. I must take my leave of you, I fear. Enjoy the rest of the celebration, Warden. I shall speak to you again before the day is done.
Okay. Right then. I have a head trauma, guys. You're just gonna let me have a head trauma and just be okay with that? So, Alistair, how are you to be like...
We made it. I'm impressed, aren't you? The odds were
Oh,
completely
shit,
against
yeah.
one of us actually getting to the Archdemon.
But we both
Of course
did.
you would make it. I knew you would. I just don't understand.
I was dead for the majority of the
Still
fight.
alive. I guess Riordan was wrong. I had no
Morgan
idea.
saved me.
I suppose that makes sense. Speaking of Morrigan, do you know where she went? I'm told she vanished right after the battle. No goodbyes or anything.
She doesn't want to be followed. I don't know.
Very
Yeah, she doesn't want to be
dramatic.
followed.
I don't imagine she'd be easy to find if she didn't want to be. At any rate, I can see Arleman giving me that look. More king stuff, I suppose. I can never wait. And if I don't get the chance some other time, thanks. For everything.
This is
You're
hardly
leaving,
goodbye,
aren't
my
you?
friend.
And I'm not. I guess we'll see how things play out. But this certainly feels like an ending. At
I have
least for me.
5 more
I'll let
campaigns
you
to
get
do.
to your adoring
Okay?
public. They want to see the hero of Ferelden, and who am I to keep them waiting?
The hero of Ferelden. I got a title. Sick. Okay, let's talk to Arl
It is
Eamon then,
over.
I guess.
I can barely believe it. You stopped
I
the
can't
Civil
either.
War and then defeated the Blight.
I did
On
a
behalf
shit
of
ton of things
Ferelden,
besides
I want
that.
to say thank you. It truly cannot be said enough.
I'm a Grey Warden. It's what we do.
So I'm learning. It's too bad that you aren't remaining here in the capital. The hero of Ferelden would have influence, but I understand. Myself, I will be remaining here to help Alistair. Tegan will take over the rule of Redcliffe.
Oh,
at least for the
Tegan.
time being. Connor seems well enough, and Isolde refuses to speak of what happened. She says she never wants to go back. I cannot
Yeah.
thank you enough for saving them. They are the joy of my existence. Tell me, have you noticed anything strange about the lad? He seems quiet.
Quiet? Oh shit, did I not take care of the demon fully? I thought I killed it! Damn it. What the... I haven't... Yeah, that's hardly
The way he
strange.
looks at me at times, it's as if... No, that cannot be. It is my imagination. But here I am rambling on. I shall let you get back
Did
to
I
your
not...
celebration.
I thought I killed the
Enjoy
demon.
it while you can.
Is the demon still in him? No, you can't just gloss over that, Eamon. You can't just gloss over that.
Conquering hero has won the day, and now he takes his bow and exits the stage. A fine ending.
But does the hero get his girl?
Yes, he most certainly does. You know, I can't help now but think of my vision. The Maker sent me to help you, and look what you did. It's a miracle. It truly is. So, if I heard right, you'll be leaving soon. Any room for an extra body on your travels?
Only if it's you.
Good. Because there's nowhere I'd rather be than at your side. At any rate,
Aw.
I should let you get back to your celebration before someone drags you away. I look forward to seeing you again afterwards.
Sweet. Okay, who's next to talk to you? Wynn? Wynn looks like she's got
hero of
a
Ferelden.
lot of friends.
My. How does it feel?
It's a little,
Of that I
it's a
have
little
no
strange.
doubt. It's a title you'll be wearing for a long time to come, just as Loghain wore his. But it's
Yeah,
not
look what
so
happened to him.
bad, is it? A blight
Thank you.
defeated with the other nations barely becoming aware. Who could ask for better?
I didn't do it on my own. I mean,
I don't think many heroes ever do. I'm glad not to be on the receiving end of all this attention myself. I say, let the young have their fame. Not that I've gone without notice. Irving asked me
Oh.
to take over as first enchanter.
oh wow.
I don't wish to go back. Not
Oh.
after all this. Instead, I've decided to accept a position here at court. There's not been a
Oh,
mage advised
damn,
on the
that's cool.
throne for a very long time.
Alistair's gonna need it. Alistair
Good
asked you to
lad,
stay, didn't
and
he?
his heart is in the right place. He wants to see the lot of mages improved, and I am willing
Yes.
to help him. I understand you will be leaving. I wish you good fortune on your journeys, wherever they may take you. If we do not see each other again, Live well, Warden. And thank you.
No problem. Thank you, Win, for being the healer that my team needed. Look at this. Is that the chick from the bar? I think it is.
Spirits than I thought. The ale up here is actually good. Orzammar ale tastes like
good
dirt in comparison. Probably because they put dirt in it. Go figure.
Think you might be going back to Orzammar?
I don't know. Maybe eventually. I'm getting used to that big sky up there. And I'm thinking I might just look up Felsi again. See where that goes.
I'm glad. I hope you two are
I'll
happy.
drink to that. Ah, well, enough babbling. That pot-bellied son of a whore Tegan said I'd pass out before drinking an entire barrel of pickle juice.
Pickle juice?
Him wrong.
Don't ever change.
Who, me?
Just don't ever
Good
change.
traveling with you, Warden. Don't get lost in the shuffle now.
I wonder if you pissed everyone off, would they be like talking shit right now? Is this dog? Is dog literally like? Did they just put him in the end of the game?
Again, Kadan. These people, they call you hero. It is a strange word, but I think I understand its meaning. The Arishok on occasion has declared a Kunari to be Kunoran Vel, one who serves as an example to others. Such examples are always made after their death, however, a death in service to the Kyun. A living Kunoran Vel would be too proud.
The Kunari celebrate
When
and
a
put on
Kunoran
parades.
Vel is declared, certainly. It is one of few occasions when the Kunari are permitted to engage in revelry. There is imbibing of spirits, public chanting, meditations abandoned. It is madness.
That would be
It
quite the
is
sight.
Interesting. It can take days for the Ben Hasrath to restore order. There may even be
Days?
executions. I suppose I
Wow,
should tell
okay.
you. I have decided to return to my people. Your quest is done, and thus so is my reason for accompanying you.
Let's see. I can. I was just starting to
I
get used to you.
Strangely enough, it must be said.
Aw.
You found my sword and gave me a chance to restore my honor. I owe you a great
No
debt.
problem, dude. That was easy. You owe me
Some
nothing.
debts cannot be discarded. There will come a time when I will return, and then it shall be done. Perhaps I shall see you again one day. Until then, may you always find the path you seek. Farewell, Kadan.
So one thing that's bothered me the entire game is Sten is a Kunari, and in Dragon Age 2 and 3, the Kunari look a lot different, because Sten just looks like, you know, a taller person. I don't know, he doesn't look like the Kunari in the other games, so that's always kind of bothered me about him. But yeah, I think we're about done. So let's go meet our adoring crowd, I
Ready, my
guess.
lord? The crowds outside are getting restless.
Restless,
Just
what
put
am I
in
supposed to do?
appearances, so I understand it. The people just want to see their hero in person. I'm supposed to take you to your escort, full brigade, their armor all shined up and everything. They're really honored to be guarding you, let me tell you. Right.
Alright, let's go.
I'll take you there now. Follow me.
In the moments that followed the wedding, Alistair and Nora fell into the routine of ruling for Eldon. Nora was the skilled governor adept, okay, and Alistair was quite happy to let her do so. He traveled frequently, making personal appearances, and delighted the commerce to no end. News that the urn of sacred ashes had been found in Ferelden did not spread outside the Chantry until Brother Jin and TV made an announcement several months after the defeat of the Darkspawn. The manuscript detailing his research and experience with the Andraste cult drew huge interest. So the reason why I was complaining about the dragon mission earlier is because there was a dragon protecting the urn. So I think, yeah. So some years later, the Chantry announced that the resting place of the Andraste ashes had indeed been found. They were located, however, in the ruins that were also the lair of a high dragon, thus proving too dangerous to approach. So if we had killed that dragon, and I wasn't like such a scared little bitch, and killed that dragon, they would have actually been able to go and visit the urn of ashes. So many made demands to secure the ashes so that followers can undertake pilgrimages to partake of their healing power. Following numerous failed attempts to deal with the dragon, the beast finally flew off to another haven, but leaving the mountaintop sanctums in ruins. An blah blah blah. And excavation found no traces of the urn, so we fucked up. People have begun to doubt the ashes had ever been found, while others claim that the cult of Andraste's followers stole them from the temple. Still others say that the Maker himself removed the urn, deeming mankind unworthy of it. For now, what happened to the urn is simply unknown. For months of effort, the Tower of Circle Magi's had finally cleansed the last spirits that just slipped through the veil. No further abominations were created, and the first enchanting Eye Ring was pleased to declare the circle safe. All that could be saved had been. Good. With the slavers shut down in the alienage, a lot of the city-born elves improved. A lot of the city elves improved for a time. The new king even named the local elder of this personal court a scandal amongst humans. Wait. The new king even named a local elder to his personal court, a scandal amongst human, but a new sign. Okay, so he did talk to Shiani and made her a ban. Soros eventually got married to a human woman, and one he loves deeply. And after the initial scandal, Soros left the city and settled in Highever, where he and his new wife had many children. Initial scandal. Oh yeah, because elf and human, that's sort of like deemed bad. So that's nice. He's got some kid and a family. Arl Eamon remained in Denerim for some time, acting as a chancellor and chief advisor to the King Alistair. Tegan ruled over Redcliffe in his stead, and was surprised to find himself well loved by the villagers, who were still grateful for the nights he spent defending their lives. In time, Eamon abdicated in favor of his brother, and an event where the locals greeted with approval and enthusiasm. The Dalish elves prospered after the siege of Denerim, having earned much respect for their part in the battle. For once humans. Oh, I guess this is because I used elves like 2 or 3 times during the fight. For once human lands welcome their wandering folk. It's cool. The new keeper, Lana, yeah, let's go with that, was respected amongst the Dalish as well as the Ferelden court. She was a voice of reason and I almost said treason. And other Dalish clans would turn to her help to help resolve disputes with human folk. In time, many of the Dalish clans moved to the new land provided for them in the south near Ostagar. Wary of the human neighbors, however, tension soon rose again, and only the keeper leadership kept peace alive. Well, that's not as good as I thought. It was sounding so good, and then it's like, well, you sort of fucked up. Not horrible. In Orzammar, King Harriman found himself in a protracted battle against Belen's rebellion that left him unable to gain the stability he needed. The clan lords objected to many of his measures in the assembly, and only his efforts to increase the dwarves' isolation from the surface met with any success. He tried to isolate them from the surface? Okay, that's not good. In time, Harriman's health began to fail. Some claimed it was poison, while others said it was a flagging spirit? Either way, after a protracted illness, the king finally passed away. The wrangling of the assembly for a successor began almost immediately. So technically, the dwarven side fucked up horribly. Brother Burkel's new chantry in the Orzammar drew a surprising number of converts among the dwarves. They quickly attracted a great deal of anger for more conservation quarters, and before long the assembly severely restricted the Andrastians' rights. Good. I fucked up there as well. Brother Burkel resisted and was slain while being arrested during... Holy shit, dwarves! What happened? During a peaceful demonstration in the Commons, the Assembly claimed this was an accident, but news of the resulting riots reached the Chantry of the Surface, where the Divine even contemplated a new exalted march. The dwarven mage, Dagna, ultimately completed her studies at the rebuilt Circle Tower. Eventually, she published a comprehensive theory on how lyrium vapors relate to the supply of magic. It gained a great deal of attention. Oh, good. I'm glad she's doing alright. Everything else on the dwarven side just fucked up. Although the end of the void was destroyed, rumors about its location crept into Orzammar. Years later, thanks to the defeat of the Darkspawn on the surface, a few determined smiths managed to locate the anvil's remain. Tell me they don't repair it. They examined the ruins of the anvil, and upon returning to Orzammar with their findings, convinced the Shaper to attempt to recreate Caridin's research. A new golem was created, bound to the spear taken from the Fade. What? No! Don't. No! The golem immediately went insane, killing several shapers before it was destroyed. The research was branded excessively dangerous and sealed away. That's what I tried to tell you before you. Okay. Okay, you fucked up there. You fucked up there. Whispers of its existence circulated throughout Orzammar, however, and demand among the Smith cast to reopen Caritas' research refused to abate. God damn it. As good to her as her word, Morgan disappeared once the Archdemon was slain. Someone of Morgan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west towards the Frostback Mountains, and she may even be there with child. Ba ba ba. There was no word of her after that. With Flemeth dead, or at least gone, the chances of tracking her down was slim indeed. One cannot help but wonder, however, what became of the child. What were Morgan's plans? These questions must remain a mystery for now. I think she comes back in Dragon Age Inquisition, and I think she might have the child. I'm not too sure. We can see. We'll see. We'll see. As for Poopbutt's companions, they went their separate ways. When Poopbutt finally left Denerim to continue his travels, Liliana went with him, electing to remain with the man she loved. Aww. They continued their adventure together, at least for the time. As the blighted lands began to heal and the Grey Wardens slowly rebuilt the order in Aberathian, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the more powerful Darkspawn survived to organize roving warbands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. These warbands spread havoc, and some even journeyed west to Orlais or crossed the shining sea by the deep roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. Did I fuck up? I thought I did well on that, but these are tales yet to be told. This tale ended with when Poopbutt sank his blade into the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last that Ferelden would hear of him, however. Really? What happened after that? Okay. Oh, we're done? We're done. Oh. Okay. So, yeah. I think I did most of that okay. I think I did a lot of... I think I did a lot better with the elves than the dwarves. The dwarves sort of just, like, fell apart at the end. They're like, okay, yeah, the king you hired, he died. Shit went down. They tried to recreate the anvil. That shit went down again. I was like, oh my god, dwarves, what are you doing? What are you... But that seems to be it. We are done with Dragon Age Origins, at least the vanilla version of it. The main game. There are 5 other campaigns, as I mentioned at the beginning of the game, so I will definitely try and get Awakening done, because I heard that's like a separate game in itself. So that's pretty cool. But yeah. So I guess my final thoughts on the game. Overall, I thought the story was great. The character creation... Let's start from the beginning, I guess. So the character creation was really, really cool. There's a lot to pick from, because you have 3 different races, and for the most part, a story per, or like two different stories per race. So you have a lot to do in that game. There's a lot of choices to make, and it's really, really cool. And I like how there's like separate different starting locations that sort of merge into one area where you join the Grey Wardens. So a lot of depth there. The combat, I don't remember having too much of a tutorial on it, but I sucked butt at it. So it was challenging, but at the same time rewarding, because once you finish the fight, you're like, fuck yeah, I finally got past that fight. It was so hard. But during the fight, you're like, why are there fucking everyone and their mother here? I will say that the aggressive mage style, you know, the fire, the using like AoE damaging spells, allowing it to hurt allies, sort of like put me off from using them, because I was like, well, if I use this, it could potentially hurt and maybe even like get most of my my allies dead or close to it. So I don't want to do that. I don't think there's an option for you to change that, like to have friendly fire off. At least I think there is one in Dragon Age 2, but we will see. So the combat was pretty okay. I just sucked at it a lot. The story was really, really good, but I did feel like, I don't know, a lot of the story was based off of Loghain and you hating Loghain, and then like after you finish fighting with Loghain at the land meet, then you know, they just sort of throw the entire horde of Darkspawn at you really, really fast. Which makes sense, because it is a horde. It's not like you could just, you know, it's not like they strategically did things, you know. But yeah, that final fight was fucking amazing. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Anything else I can talk about? Inventory was good. Skills, skills were pretty okay. Like, the personal skills that you did in combat, there was a lot of choices, different ways you could play your hero. You can do dual-wielding, bow and arrow for the rogue. You can do dual-wielding warriors, weapon and shield, two-handing, and then I think mages, you have different like spell types. There's a lot of depth of the character, and where you can go. I will say I would have preferred to have like some more description of like what each attribute did. Because they say like, oh well, this helps do attack percentage, or you know, they tell you like, oh, this one is specifically designed around rogues. You should probably do it, but they don't give you like the statistics. They just tell you that you probably should dump points into this, and I think I did okay with that, but you know, we'll see. What else can I talk about? Items and inventory was fun. The gifts were really, really cool. The whole companion thing was amazing. I like the idea of having companions and having them either hate or like you. Trying to make them like you, to have companion quests, really cool. I really wish the companion quests were more than just, you know, meeting someone, talking to them. Because I think Ogren's, Wynn's, and Liliana's was pretty good. Sten's was pretty good. And Alistair's was just... So it's Alistair, Wynn, and Ogren were just sort of like meet and greets with characters in their backstory, which was okay. I'm not complaining. The fact that they like put the respect into you to tell you, oh hey, I would like to do this before we go and, you know, potentially die at the hands of the Darkspawn. It was pretty cool. I really liked the companions. What else? I guess that's it. The combat, the graphics, I guess, are a little outdated compared to modern games, but they still look really good. You know, I'm not complaining. The graphics were great. So if you're one of those guys who likes graphics, there you go. But yeah, what else can I talk about? The sound, the music was great. This music is just epic as fuck. It's just mind-bogglingly amazing. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, I could talk about the plot twist. So I don't know if this is in every BioWare game, but in this game there was a bunch of different plot twists and turns where you sort of have to second guess yourself, take time to think about the decisions you make and the impact they have. Like, I didn't realize that helping the guy set up a chantry in the Dwarves would literally start having riots over that. I didn't think that was a giant like jump. Because like in the end where it's like, oh yeah, they essentially had every riot and they killed the guy you were helping. I'm like, oh, okay, well that's not how I expected that to go down. But yeah, the decisions in this game really matter, and you have to really think about what you're going to do. And I probably didn't do everything as well as I wanted to. Thanks Dwarves for fucking up your entire city again. What else? I think... Oh yeah, speaking of the Dwarves, I would have liked to learn the stances from Harrowmont and Balin, because essentially when you walk in there, they sort of feel like the same character. Well, not the same, like, specific character, but, you know, there is a difference. You know, this is the prince, and this guy was told by the king to be the next ruler. But they don't really tell you the stances, because... in the end credits, I think they said that Harrowmont was trying to get away from, or try to isolate the Dwarves, which I don't think is a good idea. Not to say that I'm happy that he died because of that, but I didn't expect that. I wonder what would have happened if I went to Balin. So that would have been interesting. I think if I was going to learn, I would go back and try and do the entire game again. Probably do that in my own time. I'm not going to re-record. I'm not going to record everything again, because this is probably going to be like 200 plus videos, or close to 150 over that, somewhere around there. I guess I can talk about the DLC again. So I do want to get Dragon Age Awakening done. I'm not sure when I'm going to do any of the DLCs. I might not do them straight away as I did with the Borderlands, but I do want to come back and I do want to complete Awakening, Witch Hunts, Liliana Song. The Golems look kind of interesting, but the Darkspawn Chronicles is a little bit of a twist, so I definitely want to try that, because you actually play as the Darkspawn instead of the heroes, so that would be really, really interesting. What I'm more than likely going to do is open up, install Dragon Age 2 and get poopbutt transferred over to there, so then I can uninstall this game, reinstall it to see if any of the other DLCs would work. And if so, I would probably do it before going into probably not, actually, because there's only like 3 things. But yeah, I definitely want to get poopbutt transferred into Dragon Age 2. And I don't know when I'm going to start Dragon Age 2. Probably after... I definitely want to start Dragon Age 2 after the Dragon Age Origin DLC, but I'm not sure when I'm going to start the DLC, because I'm kind of Dragon Aged out at the moment. It's been quite an adventure. A lot of mind-boggling moments where you're like, oh well, shit, that happened. I don't know if my poor heart can handle any more of it. So yeah, I think that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the entire campaign. Like, favorite, subscribe, on the YouTube stuff. I'm not going to bother you with that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this live recording session. Have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this, you time wasters. And I will hopefully see you guys later. In whatever game I'm going to be following up with this. Probably, I have a few ideas. We'll see. Hope to see you guys next time then.